Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Ezio collection for live stream number 22. As we continue our task, our aim to platinum every game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. We're doing well. So we are currently working for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We are nearly finished with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We're basically just doing all the side stuff and trophy hunting, and that's it before we move on to Revelations. We're doing well. Quickly say a massive thank you to you guys that have watched the schedule for this week. It's a new feature that I've just started doing and playing with. It's still a work in progress, so any constructive criticism is always welcome. But I think it does help give you guys an idea of what the schedule is going to be this week. And it's a nice, fun way of doing it, to be fair. And if you haven't seen the schedule, during the week is kind of normal. We'll do a lot of Assassin's Creed. We've got some Genshin Impact streams in the evening, as well as a daytime one on Wednesday. And on top of that, we have got a couple of streams. A stream or two, I can't remember exactly how many it was now without looking. Over the weekend as well. So we've got some daytime streams over the weekend, which is always a bonus. My other half is going away for the weekend, so it gives us that opportunity. And I now can't see what I'm trying to fill in. I can now. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a good weekend. It's Monday morning. I hope everyone's weekend has gone well. So first stream of the new week. It's always an interesting one. The first stream of the new week can always be a bit hit and miss sometimes. You do feel like, but once you get going, it's all good. Right, I just need to do the usual Twitter advertising, and then we can crack on and see how much we can get done today. I'm hoping minimum by the end of the week. We should have this done. That's my hope. It's going to depend on the 100% synchronization. It's going to really slow us down. But that's kind of my hope. I think we brought all the buildings in the last stream, so we are getting there. Now, I'm hoping my phone doesn't ring. There is a chance it may, and I do have to answer it. So, we may have to pause for, hopefully not very long. But I may get something from the insurance I need to speak to. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it'll be fine. Okay, we are tweeted. We're ready to rumble. We can load him. And let's go. As I say, my hope, and I really do hope that by the end of the week we can be finished with Brotherhood. The story's done. We've done a lot of the side stories as well. And trophy-wise, I think I've had a brief look. We're not a massive mile away. I think we've got to go back and 100% a couple of the main story missions. I can't remember missing them, but I looked on our last stream and were a couple short. That weren't 100% synchronized. So we know we need to do that. We're 80% synced, and obviously we need that 100% sync for the platinum. There is also 3 gold medals in the Animus training we need to deal with. Not sure what point we'll get to actually do those. We did have a little look at Animus training. It was last stream on the stream before. But yeah, there's still a few things for us to do. This was the last building we brought. So if we have a look at the map, still treasures to collect, and I think they go towards your 100% sync. There's hidden treasures we need to find as well, admittedly. We've got, just trying to see what missions we've got. Luigi over here. Leonardo, sorry, over there. Not Luigi. Leonardo. I don't know why I said Luigi. We've got courtesan assignments. All these need doing as well. There's 3 courtesan assignments around that area. All buildings are done. And the next thief assignment is actually in the thief headquarters. So we are definitely getting there. And obviously there's things to finish off clearing over here. We've left this because we haven't even done Lair of Romulus over there. We're going to try and clear this in one go. I think we've cleared every mission in the Centro district. I'm just going to scan just to make sure. I'm pretty sure we've cleared every mission in this area. We have indeed. We've got some courtesan missions up here to do. But that's about it there. Obviously, the Lairs of Romulus, we're going to have to run around and do them. We've done a couple of them. We haven't completed them 100% sync. We tried to collect all the collectibles on the first run, and then we aimed for beat the time limit on the second one, was kind of the thinking. So the companion district, it looks like we've got an assassination and a couple of courtesan assignments. Down here in the Antico district, we know we've got to head over here to keep the thief assignments moving. On top of that, we need to get up here to get the flag and the treasure that's missing. And Leonardo, we've got a Leonardo thing down here, so we need to go have a look at that as well. So we've got a few things to do. My thinking is, whilst we're here, we've bought every building. I'm pretty sure every building is now bought. 15 out of 15 medical shops, 10 out of 10 banks. Blacksmiths are all done. We do need to go and hand in these shop quests at some point. So make sure we've got all the artists yet. 10 out of 10, and we've got the 12 out of 12 tailors. My thinking is, whilst we're here, clear the treasures in the Colosseo. I think that would be a good thing to start with. There's a couple of treasures still to gain over here. And then we need... It's not lots to do, but I think some of it's going to be fiddly. If we have a look at our DNA, we need to go back to sequence 2. I'm going to try and do all the side stuff first before we go back and do the full things. So sequence 2 and sequence 9. Da Vinci disappearance is all done. That's 100%. Perfect. Secret locations. That's Lairs of Romulus. We need to deal with those. That's 50%. 100%. Yeah, so we've got Templar Lairs we've done. So we know about the Lairs of Romulus. War machines. We've got the war plans is 100%. Outgunned is 100%. War plans is 100%. Loose cannon 100%. I don't know how I've got loose cannon 100% sync. I swear we had to go back, but that's the time we've done it. War plans again. 50% of the flying machine. We know what went wrong. We know what to do there. And 50% for Hell on Wheels. So there's the two. There are 2 of them. Oh, Hell on Wheels is the tank. That's what I was going to say. That's the 2 we need to do. The tank is probably the hardest one out of all those. Borgia Towers, we know these are all done. Templar Agents is 100%. Christina missions are all done. Assassination contracts, we know these aren't all done. We're only 30% through, so there's still a few of those to do. Thief mission 70%. Courtesan 70. Copernico 93. So false censorship, we need to do that 100%. I don't know how we missed that. We did. Guild challenges with okay. And additional memories. Viewpoints we've done. We need Borgia flags. Only 5 more. We need 9 more Borgia flags on secret locations though. That's an interesting one we've got to deal with. 14 more treasures. And I think that's it. So there's a fair amount of stuff we still need to try and figure out. So we'll start with treasures, I think. Once we're already here, we need to go and find these treasures that we're missing. I think that'd be a good start. Now, most of these treasures normally, I say normally, doesn't mean they will be the same, all up high. So my thinking is, we need to... No, don't do that. Wasn't intended. But yeah, I'd hope by the end of the week we'll have this done. Minimum. If we haven't got this done by the end of the week, I'll be a little bit disappointed, I think. But it is, the 100% sync is probably the hardest trophy of all to gain. So yeah, we've just got to take time. There is something I've seen, I looked at trophies, thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. I did look at trophies, and I did see you have to kill a guard with a broom at some point. Must remember to do that. I didn't mean to call, I just called all my assassins in for no reason. I actually meant to heal. Right, we need to head up, I think, for this treasure. Is it up or is it along this area? It might be in this area. Mainly because it's not greyed out. So normally if it's not greyed out, it means you're near to where it is. It's on the level you're at. Must be above us, surely. I think it is above us, but because it's not greyed out, normally that means it's on the level you're on. There's definitely no treasure here, is there? Just double checking before we try and get higher. No, there's no treasure here. Okay, I'd say it's above us, which means we just need to go up. But yeah, so like I say, the aim is hopefully have this done by the end of the week. We start Revelations next. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been a very long time since I played Revelations. But I still think we're going well towards our aim of every game platinum. We are working really well towards it. It just takes time. And it is always the 100% sync trophies. That will take the most time. Right, if that one suddenly greys out once we go up, that tells us it wasn't where we were. Why are you not climbing? There we go. No, it's not greyed out, so we must be okay. There we go. Right, so let's go for the treasures here. Let's say that's another 3 done, once we have these all done. Right, so one there is greyed out, which means it's above or below. So that's one we've got to look for in a minute. In fact, all of them are greyed out, so we're either too high or too low. I think we might be too high. Let's have a look, see if we can see where these are. Can't hear them either, normally you can hear them. But we're literally on top of it. So something we've got to figure out there. The other one's there. I've done the wrong button again. This didn't do anything. Have a look. So there's 2 here and 1 over this side. Okay, so we are the wrong height for these 2 according to that. I've got a feeling they're below us. So all this climbing up. Okay, let's drop down again. Right, so this is the right level for it, which tells me we then just got to find out where it is. And we literally, this one's still greyed. But the other one over there I've marked up is on this height, so it's around here somewhere. We've just got to somehow try and find out where. It's not that. It's not there, is it? You basically got to check everywhere, you just don't know. Normally you hear it when you're nearby. There it is. Right, 1 treasure done. Okay, we need the next treasure now. Let's mark it up. We know where it is, so you can see it, but I just want to mark it up. Just to... Its height is what I'm after. Whether we're... I don't know if we were high enough for it, and it's below us, or or what? Let's have a look. So this is roughly where it should be, either above or below us.
Well, that's certainly not
There
a
is a
common sight.
platform there. Curious to why the platform's there. So I'm always checking to see why something is where it is, because there's normally a reason.
Quite the athlete, that one.
So we did go high. I didn't look to see if this one had grayed out or not when we were high. So let's go back high again. If not, it means it's underneath. It's not on this level, so at least we know that. Okay, so it's on this level. If you look to see, it's now gone darker, which means we're on the right level for it. Okay, so somewhere on this level is this next treasure, so let's see if we can find it. And then it's gone grey again, hasn't it? Doesn't mean though it may be above us. Doesn't mean that we're necessarily too low, too high. Although I think we probably are. Yeah, I think this one is below. Like I say, this is the tedious part. I'm just trying to find everything, get them done. Which means this one's below here. Which in my mind means this one is going to be on the floor. There we go. So now we're on the right level. So around here somewhere is this. There we go. It's there. This takes a little bit of working out, but you can generally find them. Right, one more treasure. Now, I don't know if the treasures actually do work towards 100% sync, but because they're listed in the DNA, there is a chance they do, so it's definitely worth finding them all. We're on the right level for this one, which means it's under here somewhere. No, it's not. So it's either above or below. I think it's probably above, judging by what we've done so far and seen so far. I would say it's above us. So, can we get up here? I don't even know if we've done this lair of Romulus that's here, you know. Might be worth having a quick check out on this lair and see if we've done it. If we haven't, we'll have a look at it now. There we go. So, I think this is above. That's my initial thinking. There we go. Yeah, it's above. Answered that question pretty quickly, that. So just got to find out where above it is. I can hear it. Which means we're near. I like it when a plan comes together. Right, so it's in there. How are we getting into there? There we go. I managed to hold on. There we go. So that's all the free treasures here done. So my thinking here, we might as well, while we're here, let's have a look at the layer of Romulus. I don't think we've done this one as of yet. And if we haven't done it as of yet, we do need to do it. Whether it's for the 100% sync or just to get the treasure out of it anyway. And then always come back for the 100% sync. So I don't know where the entrance is, to be fair. Although I would guess it's this side. It's here. Well, as I say, we're going to have a look to see if we've done this one. We may not have done. We'll know if there's any collectibles in there whether we've done it or not. And if we can do 100% sync first time, we'll do that, but there's no guarantee. Let's have a look. But yeah, there'll be a big indication if we've done these before, because it will tell if we see a collectible, we haven't done them. That's the obvious answer, really. It's not familiar offhand straight away. I must say that. I want to know what the 100% sync issue is going to be. Do not lose more than 3 blocks of health. This one we could probably do full sync first time. But it does also mean, I'm pretty sure, there's collectibles in here to find as well. Flags being the big thing, because we need to find all the flags. I would suggest the flags are going to be the big thing with this. And probably the hardest thing to find. So I'm just stopping my eyes and watering for a minute. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how this works, this one. Right, before we start, I'm just going to finish and say, at least we don't have to rush ourselves. Downside to the timed ones is obviously you've only got a certain amount of time to do them. So that's why it takes 2 runs, one to collect everything, one to do the time. That's why we have to go back and do some. But if we complete them all at least once, we get the reward at least. And then we can aim for full sync next time. This one we should be able to do full sync in one go. We just got to be a bit aware of combat. And falling is going to be the other issue we've got to be careful of. Right, let's have a look at it. We are notorious. I'm going to make sure I've got my crossbow ready, just in case. Right, I can hear things straight away nearby. There's a flag there to collect. How do we get into there? So I mean, you've got to get all the collectibles while you're here as well. There's above, I think, we can get in there. Which I think is there. Okay, I know how we get in there. When there's no time limit, it's so much easier just to have a proper look around. That's when there's a time limit, you have to rush yourself a bit more. But yeah. First flag found. So this will be one of the secret flags as well. There we go. 88 of 101 balls of flags. So we definitely need to look everywhere for these flags, because for all we know, if we miss one and we've completed the thing 100%, the lair, we're going to be kicking ourselves when we can't clear them all. Do have to be a little bit careful falling down or dropping down, because obviously we could potentially lose the health that we thought that we need for 100% sync just in dropping, so we've got to be a little bit careful. Right, we're heading that way. Good morning, Smellers, how are you? This is, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We've finished the story, we're now going for the platinum. Story is all done though. So it's lairs, side quests, collectibles, and 100% sync. Which is probably the hardest thing ever, is 100% sync. Especially with Leonardo's war machines. The tank one especially is really difficult. Right, any other collectibles here? But how are you, Smellers? How are you getting on? I'm always constantly checking for collectibles. Don't want to miss anything. Right, I think we're good. Is there a guard there? I think there is a guard there, isn't it? It's someone. They haven't got much health. I'm curious to who they are. I want to say guard, but I've got a feeling it's not. With that little health, there's something more to this. Maybe there was. Okay, it was a trap. It was a trap indeed. I wasn't expecting a trap. I should have been a bit more prepared, I suppose.
I've seen that man before.
One down. That's one of the best features of Brotherhood is the chains. The chain kills is brilliant. Well, that finished them off fairly quickly.
Your death is written, assassin.
By your forger masters,
You know nothing.
We've nearly finished
all
Guardians.
you receive inside
We've managed to pay the
letters from
fine.
them.
I wouldn't. I've not done the platinum on Guardians, and I don't plan to. You need a minimum of 3 playthroughs. Right, we've got to chase him. As always, he'll put things in a way to stop us catching him. But yeah, you need a minimum of 3 playthroughs for the Guardians to get the platinum. Which is why I didn't bother with it. I don't like multiple playthroughs. Oh, don't do that. Don't lose him. They generally stop and wait for you, to be fair. There's something there though, I've run past it. And there was something there. I could hear it making a noise.
Merda. Which one is he?
Which one is he? Eagle Vision should tell us. Can't see him yet. There's a flag there though. I want that flag. How are we getting in there to get that flag? I've just knocked the jugglers down. It's probably not going to go down well, is it? Okay. Can I go up this way? So I want the flags. I've just seen a flag in here and we know we're going to need it. Oh, actually. Okay. Target located. He's run away. Wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want the fleeing target. I want the flag. And I know there's one nearby. Where is it? I know there's a flag, but I don't know how to get to it, and it's really annoying. Okay, that's the dancing area. There's nothing down there. It's literally below me. So, I wonder if it's down these stairs. I'm not 100% sure where he ran off to either. It's there. Okay. That's the lift he used to get away, wasn't it? So...
Ah, good show. Almost looks real. Let's see.
Right, I don't want to leave this area because I know there's a flag there. And to me, that's probably a hidden collectible. Yeah, so are you going to do the 3 playthroughs then to get the platinum? See, it's the one thing I just can't do. Once I've done a story, that story's done for me. I can hear this flag, which is pretty annoying. Oh, maybe I can just go through. I can just walk through. The curtain, although the curtain was there, it wasn't doing anything, so that's another flag found. Bonus. Now, I did see... I heard it humming. No map available. I did hear it flumming. Flumming? Hear it humming before. I don't think it was a flag. Probably this treasure. It should be okay to miss. Right, where is he? He's on a horse. Helpful. There are horses here though. Reduce distance. Okay, give me a chance. I've only just got on the horse. Can't get the horse to ride straight either, which is not helping. There's a flag there. Target lost. I desynced. I stopped to get the flag, and I shouldn't have done. We desynced because if you've paid the fine, you're at a certain point. So in one place you go to, there's a vending machine, and Drax wants something from the vending machine. You need to do 3 different items from the vending machine for the platinum. The problem is you can only do 1 item on 1 playthrough. So for all 3 items, you need 3 playthroughs. There's a flag there. That's going to annoy me. The fact I missed it. I'm hoping I can go back to it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, run, horse, run. I'm trying to reduce distance, my horse doesn't want to run. Curious to how we get that flag though. Unless of course we can go head back. Keep going.
Hey, hey! Yeah! I want no part of this.
There we go, we did the assassination, but annoyingly I need to change sword. I didn't do it quick enough, and that's why I've now got to fight. If you do them quicker, you don't have to fight if you time it better. Okay, remember you can't lose more than 3 blocks of health to platinum this. To platinum it to full sync. Not these guys really stand a chance. Right, that's done. I now need to head backwards to where we was riding because I need to go and get the flag. We've only lost 1 health bar, which is brilliant. We obviously need to use those to go up. Well, we need to go all the way backwards now. My horse there. Is my horse still there, or is it gone? No, my horse is bolted. So we need to head all the way back to get the flags that we missed. Yeah, I paid the fine as well on my first go, to be fair. I wasn't sure whether I should or not, but I did. Right, please tell me we can head back. You know, I don't think we can head back. Because that's all blocked off. Interesting. So how do we gain that flag then? Because obviously we saw it, but you can't gain it. Which is interesting. That area is definitely all blocked off, isn't it? Because obviously we need all the flags for full sync. So I'm surprised it's blocked off. You can't do it during the chase because he just gets away. Unless there's something else to it maybe, I'm not sure. Right, there's definitely nothing here that I can see as a way back. So let's get on the horse. I can't even ride the horses to be fair. Right, we're going to head back then. But what do you think of it so far, Smellies? I personally loved it. I thought it was a fantastic game. I think the story was brilliant. It was funny. Had some really good moments. And I'm kind of hoping to do some DLC. Although, of course, that's not guaranteed. As nothing has been said about DLC. Kind of hoping they do, though. Right, where are we heading? Right, to the right. So that's allowing me to go up here. I just want to know if there's a way to get this flag with mist. No, there's nowhere of going that way. So you're enjoying it. The combat's quite good as well. I like the way you do the team ups and stuff. And it does have, it's difficult. Some of it is pretty tricky. Okay, there's a tunnel there. And there's nothing this way. I'm annoyed that I've missed the flag, but I don't know how we could have got it. That's something I've got to look at, I suppose. Treasure below. As long as I didn't lose the health bar. Remember, if we can do this full sync, it's a bonus for us. I'd be more annoyed if we can find out this is the one flag we need. Get a little bit annoying. Okay, checkpoint reached. Enter the shrine of Romulus. So it's below us by the looks of things. Can't see anything else here. Let's interact. We only lost one health square, so currently we are on for 100% synchronization on this lair. But like I say, my worry is we've missed the flag. It may come back and haunt us. Treasures first, always treasures. And then treasures here, yep, another one over here. I'm not sure how many of these I still need to do to go and get the actual treasure for these. We've done a few of them. I just can't remember how many we've done. I'll probably have to be able to have a look actually. Scroll of Romulus, number 3. So the first council has ended up, problem is clear, a response undetermined. Caesar moves away from the Senate, placing his trust in foreign rulers. Adopting the ego and pomp of Egyptian whore, he refuses to rise when he addresses us and scoffs at our concerns. He has created his own private Senate, filled with deceivers, manipulators, people who have no business in Roman affairs. My brothers are eager for blood, but I'm not certain I can spill it. After my brothers left, I continued to explore the cavern. I have found traces of whatever pulled me towards this place. Whispers and lights, flickering through cracks in the earth. A doorway, there's also a puzzle. I must find the solution. Right, we've got 4 of 6 of the scrolls. I did wonder how many we'd actually achieved. Return to Rome. There we go. Like I said, my issue with this is just that I need that. I want that flag. So I've got a feeling we're going to need that flag for 100% sync. It's a Gladiator trophy achieved, so that's for that shrine itself. Thrown to the wolves. 100% synced. Bar the flag. Which is a worry. How else would you get that flag? I'm trying to work it out in my head because we may have to go back. Okay, so at least that is done. We have a look on the map and look where we're going to head next. Pardon me, we're going to have to replay that at some point. What I'm going to quickly do is I just want to find out which one it was, because we're going to have to replay it at some point for that one flag. So if we go to secret locations, Lairs of Romulus. Which one was it? Thrown to the wolves. It might be that one. 6th day, shopaholic, liquid gold. I think. Thrown to the wolves. I think that's the one we need to go back to. I'm just making a note so I remember. Because I would easily forget. Um, perfect. So note is made. We will probably have to go back just for that flag. Although I could just go back and do it now. To be fair, while it's in my head, it's probably better to do it now, isn't it? So where are we looking? Can't afford to miss a flag. That's the problem. Have I gone past it? Where are you? Stay in the Templar Agents, Border Towers, secret locations. Yeah, it's that one. So I'm not worried about the 100% sync. We've done that. It's just one flag we need to go and do. Okay, cool. I can't afford to miss a flag though in an area because if it's in my head now. We know where it is. How to get there is a different question. But even if we desync, that's not too bad. And this first part will be quite quick. We know we've got to do. Everything's collected anyway, bar this one flag. So yeah, we've gone back just for the flag. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, full sync won't matter because I've already got it, but I don't know. So we'll try and full sync it obviously anyway. And I think once we've got the flag, I may just be able to exit the memory, since that's the only thing I'm after. What I should do, if I go to 911, I'm just trying to see items. Okay, so we've got 89. The reason I'm checking is in my mind, I want to make sure if we exit out, it still counts. Because in my head, we don't actually have to finish this once we've got that flag. But I don't know. Right. Sword out. We know we're about to be attacked. So let's get a sword out ready. And I'm only assuming there's 3 in here. Collected 2, we saw a 3rd. There's no guarantee there isn't any more. So we'll have a little bit of a look. I roughly know one thing we may have missed. There we go. They're all down. The guy run away.
Your death is written, assassin.
By your forger masters?
You know nothing.
I know you receive enciphered letters from them. Prove your innocence. Tell me where the code sheet is hidden.
Never.
So obviously we've done all this. We have to chase him. We're going to keep a listen out in case there's any collectibles nearby. But basically the flags is what we're after. Not too worried about anything else. We'll reduce distance. Yeah, for all we know, there are 2 flags we missed. We don't know for definite how many we can get. Right, there's a treasure there. So that was the humming we heard previously, which is fine. So that's that humming, but it isn't the flag I'm worried about. Unless we can get to that horse riding part before we need to actually do the horse riding. Although I don't think there's a way back up here, is there? No. Always checking for something that might help us get that one thing. Right, we know we've got to search for him, that's fine, I'm not worried about that. Okay.
Most entertaining.
So I'm trying to think where we had to go last time. There he is. Right, I'm pretty sure this is the horse sequence. So this, we may get desynced a couple of times. I've got to try and figure out how to get this flag. Which obviously will become an issue because you can't stop for long. And that's what we need, just there. Right, how do we get up there? So there's things above us. We're going to somehow try and get onto that. I don't mind about being desynced. It's all about that flag. It's always going to be the horse riding part. Yeah, I'm not too sure how we get up there. I've lost I didn't even get close to it, did I? Okay. I wasn't quick enough to get onto the horse, that's why that slowed us down. I've got to figure out how to get that flag. I don't mind about desyncing, it's just that flag. Oh, come on, drop. I'm already losing sight of him, which obviously gives us less chance to get this flag. Okay, there is something we've got to do here. I can't jump up there, can I? No, so that's what we need to do. The target lost. We were close to it, I just couldn't quite get it. Look at that, how close. We know we need to dismount, go to the side, grab it, and then hopefully we can exit out, and that's that flag found. So we know how to get up. Now it's just a case of putting it all together before we get desynced. And if we get desynced, it's not a big deal. The closer we are at this point, the more time we'll have to do so. Right, off. Out of the way, horse. Come on. Done it. Okay, I don't mind about being desynced. My thinking is now we're going to exit out. Hopefully it counts. Find out shortly. Okay. Exit replay. What do we think? Will the flag count? It should do. But I don't know if you need to finish it for it to count or not. We'll find out something. So we're at 89, including that one that we should be at 90 flags. So that's what we need to check. So we come out of this. Inventory. Items. 90. So the flag counts and we didn't have to finish it. Perfect. I couldn't leave it knowing there was something still for us to do there. Okay, so where to head next? There's a treasure there. We've got another treasure here. So these two treasures need doing. We do need to do shop quests as well, ideally. Sooner rather than later. I think we've probably got enough to hand them in, to be honest. We've got Courtesan missions. There's still Leonardo. It's now not there anymore. It's somewhere else now. Where's Leonardo disappeared to? It was there. I know it's gone. My thinking is, let's go for this treasure, and then we'll head for this one. We'll head back to our hideout, finish off these two shop quests. From there, we'll probably head to the Courtesan missions over here. So we've got 3 of those to clear. and an assassination. It's kind of my thinking. I think when you get to this point of just clearing things, you have to focus really, ideally, on what you want to achieve. It can get really annoying otherwise. What I'm going to do, send our assassins out. One of the trophies, you've got to use a wave of arrows and kill a certain amount of people. I can't remember what the amount is. But I want all of these upgraded ideally to make that more... make it so it actually works better. So they're 21, they're 26. So 2 of those. And then if we add that one, that one, that one. Make it a couple of them there to 100%. What else have we got? We've got some full assassins. Okay, 2 8s can do that one. I'm hoping the more of these assassins we've got maxed, the easier that trophy will be with the arrow storm. Kind of my hope. Again, money now is no longer an issue, really. I didn't want to do that. I tried to drop down, but circle obviously brings you back to your pigeon coop. Yeah, money, we don't really need to buy anything, to be honest. I can't remember seeing a trophy for all weapons or anything like that. So because of that, we only really... we need to focus on just clearing things. Good morning, Jojo. How are you? Someone who live and play with an assassin, not the other. Amazon Mail Warrior. So yeah, our subscribers pushed us to try and platinum every Assassin's Creed game. So we've done the modern day RPG games. We've cleared those. They're all platinumed. Now we're focusing on the older games. We've done Assassin's Creed 2. This is obviously Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And after this we've got Revelations, and then Black Flag, and then Rogue, and then Syndicate, and Unity. So yeah, we'll be playing a lot of the old school Assassin's Creed for quite a while to come. I take it you're an Assassin's Creed fan then? Okay, where is the treasure? It's here somewhere, just got to find it. I think we're too high, I think it's below. It's greyed out, so I'm assuming we're too high. There it is. Treasure dump. We've already finished the story of this. We're now trying to complete all the side things and grab all the collectibles to finish off. But yeah, these are platinum runs. They take time, platinums. Okay. So on to the next treasure. Leap of Faith completed, okay. Didn't know that was one I had to do. Haven't really looked that hard at guild challenges actually. It's something I probably should have looked at by now. But I think we're level 10 on most of the guilds. I've done a couple of reviews on the games we've already finished. So Origins and Odyssey, I've done reviews. We completed Assassin's Creed 3. I did a review on that as well. Someone else asked me this the other day about ranking the Assassin's Creed games. My issue is there is a lot of people out there that are quite happy to talk about Assassin's Creed and give their opinions without actually playing them a lot of the time, which annoys me. It was something I'm considering. Someone else did ask me the other day about doing it. Once we finish all the Assassin's Creeds, we then talk about them all as a whole and good and bad sides of everything. I'm always more than happy when we finish a game. So like Assassin's Creed 3 and its DLC and all that, we did a review of it, and I spoke about the good and the bad. A ranking would be alright though. I don't mind doing a ranking. My only concern with ranking games is you always get those people that how do I put this? They don't like anyone else's opinion. Their opinion's the only right opinion. And I think that's everyone has their own view of what makes a good and bad game, to be fair. Like Assassin's Creed 2, the combat is horrible. Story, pretty good. But the combat is the worst combat I've experienced so far. You know, I'm more than happy, to be honest, with what I find. And I feel like the people that give reviews and stuff a lot of the time haven't fully played the game. So I feel like if you haven't, you know, done every aspect of the game, like platinum, and seen every inch, how can you be honest? That's the thing. But yeah, it's something we're thinking about, and I've just got to work out how to do it. What your wish list for Assassin's Creed Infinity? So Assassin's Creed Infinity, I've not really talked about it much, mainly because we don't know enough information. I can see some ways it may work. I can see other ways it's going to frustrate a lot of people. But yeah, without the facts, I'm not one of these people that will just go off rumours. I like facts. And without facts, it's a bit difficult to really say too much about it. The only thing I will say, the things I would like it to do, if it's an open platform for you to travel to any time period, and each time period has an assassin that you could play through, I would like that. Someone's just stole my money. That guy up there. Oh, it's fine. You can have the money. I don't need the money. Yeah, if it was one of those open things where it's one animus, say it's an animus, and in this animus you could go to any time period, and they add more time periods over time, that would make sense, and I think that would work. My concern... Yeah, so my wish list, basically, would be able to go to many different time periods when you want to. So if you wanted to go to India during the British Indian Trade Company, you could go to India and there's a story there with an assassin and background and all that works. And if you wanted to go to a different time period like World War II, you could go to that one. And they can just add more time periods. So it's always updated with new time periods, new stories. I like that. If it's one place to go to do then see everything, brilliant. My concern is it won't be. Do you think online will work if they add it? See, I don't know. I think it's like most games, like Red Dead Redemption 2. When they first released their online play, it was horrible. But over time, it improved. I haven't played it recently, but I know people that do, and they say it's brilliant now. So I think online Assassin's Creed could work, but it'd have to be done really well. So the Black Flag multiplayer did work okay. Obviously, there's not as many people doing it now, but at the time, it was quite good. And Unity's multiplayer, was it Unity? It was Unity. Their multiplayer was okay. It wasn't, you know, anything to shout home about, but it was okay. So it's all going to depend on how they implement it and how it works. My concern is they won't do it very well at the start, and that'll put people off. But I think give it 6 months, maybe they may get it right. The biggest problem, I think, is probably trying to please everyone. Is probably the hardest thing they're going to have to deal with. Shop quests. Right, we can hand this in now. We've finally been able to hand this in. There we go. Trend setting, shop quest done, and that gives us the Vaticano treasure map. Yeah, it was Unity, wasn't it? I did think it was. I just couldn't. I doubted myself. But yeah, I think they've got to be very careful. I think to please everyone is going to be very difficult. Because you've got the people now that are the old school fans that like the original games. To please them is going to be completely different to pleasing the new generation of fans that want to play the RPG side. So it's a difficult balancing act, and I don't think they're going to manage to please everyone in one go. Yeah, I could see the point of making your own assassin. If it was online, that would work quite well, and I think a lot of people would like that element. So I can see that working really well. We haven't got enough purple dye. So we need 3 more purple dice for that one. Right, good to know.
Another time, then.
I wondered what we were short of when it came to the shop quest. Right, we've got Courtesan mission we've got to look at. We did gain it. So there's the collectible map, or the treasure map for the Vaticano. We're leaving that till last at the minute. We need all these Courtesan missions cleared, ideally, I think. That's our next focus. Yeah, let's aim for the Courtesan missions next. I think that's probably the best plan. But yeah, I can see how making your own assassin, a lot of people would like that. But it's all going to depend how it all implements. The other thing is, will it be a subscription service? Will it be something you have to pay for monthly? Or yearly, or a season pass element where you pay a certain amount for a certain amount of season, for a season at a time? And you know, every couple of months you have to play a game? Because all these different elements, they're going to have to think about, and depending on how they're implemented will depend on how people take to it. If they're not done well, people will not bother. I think the subscription side of it, there is a talk that a lot of games are going more subscription based, and I can see the reason for it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can see why they're doing it. And I think, so I'm just seeing where we can fast travel to get here quicker. Probably there, to be fair. And we can head across. Okay. I can just see it being a pain. I think whatever they do, there's going to be criticism and people not happy. So it's making it work for as many people as possible. I think that's the right one. And that's where it's going to be a very difficult balancing act. But yeah, I'd like to see an open plan, so you're basing the Anima say, and you can go one way and you can go and do multiplayer with other people, and you've got select amount of maps and things to do. That'd be quite cool. But on top of that, you could go to different time periods, and these time periods could be added whenever they want to. See, I don't think just adding assassins back would please everyone, because you've got fans now that want the RPG side. They don't care about the assassin side. They just want the RPG side. I see, personally for me, I want a good story. That's what I want. That's what I enjoy the most, is the story. Modern day and historical, I think the story is where Assassin's Creed really comes into its own. The basing, please everyone knows, just has back and focus. I think the focus on combat's got to be good as well. The parry counter, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's got to be a massive stealth element, otherwise you're taking away the assassin, obviously. Online PvP, yeah, I don't think that would work. You know, you don't see assassins fight assassins. Yes, assassins fight the Templars, but it's done slowly, carefully. So an online PvP where everyone's just running around killing each other would just be pointless. So yeah, they're going to have to do, you know, if it was going to be an online side with multiplayer, you need something where you can help each other do stuff. I think it's going to be a difficult one for them to get right. I think no matter what they do, there's going to be issues.
Ezio, news of our work has reached the Pope. As we speak, he prepares a courier for Romagna. If Cesare suspects his allegiances are slipping, he will...
I get that, but they've joined when they're no longer assassins, though. So if people joined and started playing the series with Ivor from Valhalla, say, that's what they're expecting going forward. That's the thing. And they pay for the game, they can play it if they want to. Which, you know, and anyone that pays for a game and then has the ability to criticise the game. I get the fans of the original basis of Assassin's Creed aren't happy with the way the direction of the games have gone. Myself, I've played from Assassin's Creed 1 all the way through previously. Just not streamed them many years ago. That's why we're doing them all properly now and streaming it and platinum in it. Thanks to you guys wanting us to do that. And I just want a good story. I don't mind not playing as an assassin as long as it makes sense. So whereas Ivor isn't an assassin and he turned down the chance to be an assassin, in doing so, it all made sense because of who he is and what he stands for. If you look back at Origins, the RPG side was really good, and it explained the beginning of the assassin. So that worked because Bayek wasn't necessarily an assassin early on. He then became one later. Odyssey is all pre-everything. So Odyssey worked with the storyline to a degree, but there was no real assassin. So I can see why people aren't happy with it. And there's a subscriber of mine, Cass, who hates Odyssey with a passion. Let's put it that way. The game itself was okay, but you can't look at it as an assassin game. That's the difference. I personally, at this moment in time, I wish they'd remaster Assassin's Creed 1. That's what I want. I want a remaster of Assassin's Creed 1. Because I think it thoroughly deserves it. To actually go back straight to the original, where it all began, would be ideal at this point. But I don't think they're going to do it the way it's going. But yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I think there's so many different groups of people now that have brought into the franchise at different periods that all want different things. You know, you've got those that aren't fussed about the assassins. There's those that don't like the modern day stuff. There's those that want it to go back to the original direction it was in. There's loads that don't like the mythical Isu side. It's a difficult one to please everyone. And people keep saying you can look at us as an Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, I think my review of Odyssey, I did say in Odyssey. Yeah, sorry, I kind of assumed that's where you were working. My review of Odyssey that I did ages and ages ago, and we platinumed it. I did say it's a really good game as long as you don't think of it as an Assassin's Creed game. It's an open world RPG. And it's set in the Greek time period. That's how you've got to view it. And I know it's obviously got the Assassin's Creed title, but it doesn't. If some of it fits, the modern day stuff fits really well. The historical side is brilliant, but at the same time doesn't quite work as far as we're aware of the Assassin's Creed kind of games go. So it's a difficult one. I know there's a lot of people weren't happy with Layla. They preferred Desmond as a character and Layla ruined it. I don't completely agree with them. I think Layla worked. And obviously the ending of Valhalla works really well with that. Where that moves on to next is kind of questionable and uncertain. So depending where that story then moves to will be very interesting. But then it's like the people that don't like the modern day thing. For me, the modern day side of Assassin's Creed is actually quite important because it brings everything together. The actual historical side is really fun, and you know that's what you play for. But the modern day stuff thing, the modern day areas, that's where the story links, and that's the important part. But people seem to ignore the modern day stuff, want to skip it, and then don't understand why things are happening the way they are. And that doesn't work in my eyes. But yeah, I get what you're saying completely. Odyssey wasn't an Assassin's Creed game per se. It was an open world game, and you've got to treat it as such. But the modern day story was the Assassin's Creed side, as far as I'm concerned. Right. So we've got three missions to do with the Courtesans. This one we've got to steal a papal letter from the courier, construct a forgery and plant the forgery back on the courier. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do it in. So Jojo, have you played all the games then? Have you every game there is? Or have you still got some you haven't done and some you want to go back to? What's your thinking on it all? Okay. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Can we do this? Steal the letter from the message about killing him. That's fine. Before we get close, fist. Because I have a habit of killing people I shouldn't be killing accidentally. 2 minutes 20 we've got to get this done in. I hate timers. We do end up rushing the timers, and we need full sync obviously. Where is he? I'm not going to kill him. I just want to steal off him. Come here.
stoke their anger and focus their frustration.
There we go, got it. Done. Right, we're going to go and do a forgery. I probably should have grabbed the horse, to be honest. No, I don't need to, because we're actually here. Letter to the courtesan. It's there. Speak.
Bene. I can work with this. Give me a moment.
Come on, you've had your moment. Come on, chop chop. My favourite is Assassin's Creed 1. Mainly because it's the first one I ever played. It started the franchise for me and started my love of Assassin's Creed as a franchise. But also the one memory I have is very early on. You are riding towards Bethlehem, and when the game came out, the views you had in Assassin's Creed 1 you've never seen before. They weren't like that. That was, you know, it was the first to be that detailed, and that view when you're first riding towards Bethlehem is incredible. And even to this day, I remember doing it and how good that was. So yeah, for me, it's always going to be my number one because that's how I started getting into the franchise. I probably should have rode a horse here. It's taken me a lot longer than I was expecting. I'll look it up. Yeah, I should have used a horse because I'm miles away, and I don't know if I can get here in time. Look at this. 100% synced. Come here. Mount. I think I failed the 100% sync. Mainly because I didn't use a horse and I should have done. Too many people around. 100% sync. We did do it. We did it in under 2 minutes 20 seconds. I don't know how close we were to failing that, but somehow we managed to get 100% sync on it. I was quite happy with that. I didn't think we were going to get anywhere near that. So that's another Courtesan mission done. We're working through these. I know the side stuff can be a bit boring and a bit tedious, but we've got to do it. That's the thing. We have to do the side stuff for the platinum, and it gives us a chance to see every element of the game as well. Good morning, Irene. How are you? Or good afternoon. I know it's afternoon where you are. It's morning for me. Hello, mate. How are you? So we've got... So I need to keep checking my phone for emails just in case. I'm expecting something through today. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Monday morning. I'm doing good. Right. Assassination Contract is next. I think we'll do all the side stuff, make sure all the collectibles are done before we go back and do the 100% syncs we've missed. I think that's a good way of doing it. Right. I think our thing's in here. I haven't really looked at trophies that much at the minute either, to be fair. Good.
Ezio,
Glad you're good.
the Borgia grow uncertain as your attacks continue. The Pope's spies move throughout the city. Fortunately, Machiavelli has uncovered their names.
Grazie.
So we know we've got still quite a few of these to do, because we did check the DNA sequence and it said there's quite a few. So new assassination contracts are now being unlocked, they're on the map. Same as the Courtesans. So we are slowly getting there with the collectibles. It's quite... The story itself isn't that long in Brotherhood. It's the collectible side of it that takes the time and the 100% sync. Okay, so there's no contracts here for assassination. I'm just trying to see where they are. I know we're going to need to head back up there. We know that once we go to the Thieves Guild, that will give us probably a few more to finish off. I think these may be the last Courtesan ones. Ah, the assassinations are here. So we may as well carry on the Courtesans while we're out the city walls. Let's see if we can get those finished. I need to ride my horse more. I don't ride it enough, which obviously then slows everything down. And when we're just trying to finish everything off, it can get a little bit frustrating. But yeah, I think what we do all the collectibles, Make sure they're done. Then we'll do the 100% sync, and then we'll look at trophies. Because the trophies themselves just could be anything. Right, here, we've got a little bit of notoriety. It's not a big deal, but if we can clear it, we will. There it is. Stay there, horse, don't run away. Horse has run away. I did tell it not to move, and it decided to run away anyway. Come here. Well, actually, do I need it now? No, I don't think I do. I can just hop over the fence. Right. Courtesan mission. Second of the 3 that suddenly appeared once you went to the Rosa and Fiore. Here she is. See what she needs us to do.
Cesare has captured the great condottieri, Prospero and Fabrizio Colonna.
We're getting there. Definitely getting there. I like to say, I'd like to think we can have this finished by the end of the week. I really would.
And their allies. They will be transferred soon under guard, but I suspect that will not be a problem for you.
So we need to free 2 people from their Borgia captors. We'll finish the mission with both mercenaries above a half health. So there's going to be a lot of fighting then, I'm assuming. Kill the guards detaining the mercenaries. I've got my assassins to help, so that's something we are going to utilise. What if I could hear something? Humming away. But no. Where are we actually heading? Right, that's where we're heading. Back into the sea. 2 targets. So we need to get these men away and then make sure they stay alive, basically. So we're going to do a lot of fighting, try and keep them as safe as possible. Aim for 100% sync. Save us coming back to it. Got a chance, we've got a good chance. But yeah, as I said, I'm hoping we'll have this done by the end of the week, maximum. The platinum done, and then we can move on to Revelations next. And I do know, I've been told by Keller, one of our subscribers, that Revelations is one of the worst ones to platinum. It's very difficult to platinum. So that's going to be interesting, at the very least. Right, there's all the guards. Okay, what do we do? I could just run in and fight, but I kind of don't want to just run in and fight. We've got to take them out, but I'm going to try and do it cleverly. Probably not going to work. Let's kill the ones at the back. Take 2, call assassins in maybe. I can call an arrow storm in actually. Let's call an arrow storm. To be fair, that worked fairly well. Now we need a fight. I wasn't expecting the arrow storm to work so well, but it did. Remember, they need to have half health by the time we finish. The full sync. Okay, Mercenary 1's already losing health. Which one's Mercenary 1? I'm not going backwards, so I've lost control. I can't control my person. It's moving backwards and I can't do anything. I can't even control camera. That's not me controlling them. I'm not sure what happened there, but I can't control my character. Yeah, I think we've just obtained a glitch that I can't fight, I can't move. I might let the timer run out. Because I'm... Oh, I can now... I took a hit and it's now fixed it. That hit was what I needed. I just killed a civilian, didn't I? I don't even know if we got on sync then after what happened.
Continue the fight against the Borgia.
We've got 70% trophies. The hardest one is obviously... We've got 100% sync. Bonus. I didn't think we would after that little glitch there. Managed to survive it somehow. Yeah, the hardest trophy is obviously the 100% sync. Sorry, well, it's 72%. 34 earned, 51 available. Obviously, one is... the platinum itself, so ignore that one. So we're looking at 16 trophies. 2 of those are Romulus Lairs we've not been to yet. And then there's 14. One is the Subject 16 puzzles. 3 gold medals in the Animus. Training missions. Remove all the flags. There's another one. Kill a guard with a broom. It's not difficult, we're just going to find a broom. Parachute off somewhere. Highest bear the fights. To be fair, the trophies don't seem that bad. The hardest one is receive 100% sync. We need that. That's going to be the hardest one, and that's why I'm focusing on that one first. But I think, other than that one, the rest should be easy. So yeah, we've still got a bit of trophy hunting to do, but not a massive amount. Okay, that's another one of those done. Let's go and do the other Courtesan. I think we've still got one Leonardo mission. The hardest thing is going to go back and get full sync on a couple of missions we didn't manage it first time round. I think that's going to be the hardest part. And the Romulus Lairs, the one that you got to do it under a certain amount of time, that can prove a little bit tricky. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be that bad. As I say, we are quite close to having it all done. Right, last Courtesan mission. Or the last one we've got on the map anyway. That we initiate, but going to the Rose and Fury once we've done all the other ones. I would hazard a guess, since these appear once you've gone and talked to the leaders of that guild, and it seems there's like the assassinations, new ones appeared after heading to the guild to talk to them. I've got a feeling that once this is done, that might be all of them done.
Never seen a stranger man, truly.
There's a Leonardo mission here as well. I want to do the... I think we should focus just on doing the Courtesan for the minute. I'd like to get them all finished. It's not knowing how many there is in total. Obviously I could look it up, but I avoid... I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I thought I was. I avoid looking most things up if possible. Right, so Courtesan mission here. Possibly could be the last one. It may not be, but could be. Let's have a look. Thanks for the like of those, much appreciated.
Place of the Borgia and the foreign ambassadors. You have killed the ambassadors. Now those who plotted with them must be stopped.
Okay.
I can show you where, but I leave the rest to you. We must run.
So ride to the meeting spot and kill the remaining ambassadors. Kill all targets in under 60 seconds. It's doable. Are we starting on the horse? I don't need to call a horse, there's one here. Let's go. So all the targets need to be killed in under 60 seconds. I don't know if that... I'm assuming that doesn't include the riding there. That'd be quite annoying, the speech is going. I have got my assassins to help, so I'm going to call them in the minute we know where the meeting place is. 60 seconds to kill all targets. It's going to be close. Where you go? Yeah, this better not include... The 60 seconds better not include riding there. Because if it does, that's silly. I've got another recruit ready to become an assassin. Again, the more of them we have as an assassin, the stronger they are, the easier it'll be to do a lot of these things. Why does she not ride quicker? Just like getting some speed up and then she turns. Right, where's this meeting spot? There they are, we've got 60 seconds. You're dead. My assassins are all heading here. I'm fighting my assassins, I think, by the looks of things as well. Come on, 60 seconds. Talk to the courtesan. That was a mess, admittedly, but I think we may have just about done it. Speak.
Grazie, Ezio. I will return to the Rose.
It's a little bit of a mess.
The others will know of your bravery.
100% sync, there we go. We managed it in under 60 seconds, nice. Pretty happy with that. Courtesan mission complete. So that is every courtesan mission finished. It's always nice when you see these little bits of progress that all add up. So courtesan missions are finished. So we know we've got assassinations over here. We need to activate the next thieves assignments. We need to do that by going to the guild. And we have got a Leonardo mission here. So this is, I think this is the one we haven't done. There's one Leonardo we haven't done. There's two we need to go back to full sync. One being the tank, which is really annoying and extremely difficult. And the other is the plane, which we probably should have got first time, but I messed up at a point that I should have messed up on. But let's clear a notoriety first, and then yeah, we'll head to Leonardo, see this last machine. If we can do it full sync, we will. Obviously, if we can't, we'll have to come back. There was a doctor nearby and need to buy health. Only because we haven't, and I've been using it when I've made silly jumps. There we go. Apothecary supplies. So we've already bought every building, so that might realize. So yeah, we'll do Leonardo. So at least they're all done. And even if you don't full sync it, you can add it to the list that we need to go back to. I'd like to have everything cleared before we do go back and do all the full sync stuff. So let's see what machine this one is.
I cannot think of anything else to make for you.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the final machine. We've already gained everything from him. It's a bit annoying. I know there's one machine left, so where is that? There's definitely, unless it's locked behind something else then maybe. I swear there's one machine still left to do. And we kept getting an L come up over here. It's gone for the minute. It could be just depending where we are. Okay, so can't do that. So we'll have a look at, I think that's one we've done. I want to say that's one we've done. Although once we clear them, they disappear. So we can't have done this one though. This layer of Romulus. So let's head there while we're there. We've still got two we haven't visited. And then we've got others we need to do 100% sync on. They're the timed ones. We focus on collectables first run. And we'll focus on the time in the second run. But I can only access them from the DNA menu. So this one then would be one we haven't looked at. So that's what we'll do. We'll nip to the bank first though and collect all our money. It's just easy to have it on us when we need it. We can actually get all our armour fixed as well over here. Might be a good idea. Repair. Weapon-wise, did we unlock anything new? I know we can buy stuff, but there's nothing better than what we're using from what I can tell. And we're using one of the big swords, I think. There are small weapons, but we don't really use a dagger, so it's kind of pointless. Throwing knives done, bullets are full. Bullets need one. Don't use bullets that often really either, unless the mission tells us to. Crossbow, there we go. And we have got the max armor, haven't we? Pretty sure we have. Yes. Right. So let's head to this lair then and see what's going on. I could ride, to be fair. How far away is it? That's the question. I don't ride nearly enough. I would save myself a lot of time, but I think it's actually in these ruins here, so I don't really need to ride now, because we're already here. So I'm assuming there'll be some flags in here, there'll be a few little things to collect, would be my assumption. We've got to find a way in, which I think is down here. Is it that one, or is it a different way? I know it's down somewhere. I wonder if it's a different one to that one. I think it is this one. Yeah. It's going to be through here, isn't it? There we go. See it straight ahead of us. We've been down here to collect the collectibles, but I haven't actually done this lair. Hopefully it's not a timed one. Hopefully it's something that don't lose health. They're generally a lot easier to do. And I'm pretty sure it disappeared once you've done it the first time, so I'm pretty sure it's new. Yeah, I definitely don't remember this. Right, what's our... Do not lose more than 10 health squares. In all reality, you should be able to do this one in full sync first time round. The timed ones are the most difficult. I'd be very surprised if we lose 10 health squares. That's a lot of health to lose. So we're going to take our time. We're going to try and get every collectible as we go. I would guesstimate 2 to 3 flags are probably in here. So the saber's coming back. We'll aim to try and do them first time.
We have recruited many new men to our cause. I merely speak the name Romulus and they obey.
Better. Our prophecies move them as predicted. Together, we will create a new religious harmony.
Assassino! Mobilize your followers!
I don't want to chase them. Because if we have to chase them, we then lose things. Do I have? I bet I've got to keep up. Whereas I want to collect all. I want to collect everything. I don't want to chase someone. Okay, this is why you can't lose health. Then we're going to get attacked quite a lot. Reduce distance to target. I'm being attacked. It's not going to be as simple as just collect all the collectibles, is it? I've got to reduce distance as well.
I'm losing you.
So now I understand why it says don't lose health. Because people are going to jump out on you. Although I haven't heard any humming, which normally denotes the collectible. There's no guarantee there is any collectibles in here.
Kill the assassin. Romulus commands it.
There's one. There's a collectible straight above. Right, survive the ambush.
That will purify our lair.
I think we're good with the ambush. Please don't. Please, I don't want to chase after them. I And more are coming down. There's only one ambush dealt with, more to come.
Very well.
Okay, the downside is they're running. It says chase. I'm hoping. No, it's reduced the distance to target. That's the bit I don't want. Because if it keeps saying reduce distance to target, that's when we have an issue. Right, Java leeches. I want that flag. I lost target, so we desynced. My thinking is I want to get the flag because it's a collectible. We need to get it. Downside to that is obviously the target's too far away, and that becomes a lot more difficult. So I kind of need to do this. I need to fight, but obviously he's getting away while we're fighting. And I need to head up there for the flag. Once we've got the flag, it's done. I can't jump that way, can I? There we go. Right, that's done. And now I don't mind if we desync, because that one's done. Chances are I may be okay for a minute now. More enemies. Right, we've lost one health square, but we've got 10 in the bag, essentially. I'm trying to listen out for the hums that we normally hear as well. Can't fight on there, can I? Come on, climb up. The guys all fell off. Reduce distance to target. Don't desync me now. So in some ways you don't have to stand and fight, but obviously if you don't stand and fight, they're going to throw daggers at you, I would assume.
Wait for me!
Right, keep an eye out for another flag that possibly could be one.
Save yourself.
Come here.
I see these.
Right.
Go, go!
So we've nearly lost. No, it's healed itself. Well, hopefully it doesn't count as a loss. I think we're roughly at 1, maybe 2 lost in total. Health bars, health squares. Right, there was a humming around. That's the way we came in. There's a humming there, so that's a treasure box. I'm just being careful with treasures. I want to make sure we've got them all before we leave an area. There's no time on this one, we don't have to chase him or anything. So it is look everywhere and make sure there's nothing to pick up. I actually can't see any other treasures, which I'm surprised by. Can't climb up there. I did assume we'd have a few treasures to gain in here, but not by the looks of it. Oh, there's a humming though. So there's something nearby. But I don't know where. So I think there's something to look for around this area. Could be above though, to be fair. So that's where we've got to go to chase. So I'm thinking there's going to be something up here. I can't go that way. More enemies. I love the confidence they have in killing us. I really do like that confidence. It's misplaced, but I like the fact they have confidence. Okay, there's a treasure up here. It wasn't a flag, but it's a treasure. Let's just be sure there's nothing else. I don't think there is. There is. There's a flag in there, so that's what we need to get to next. It's just along this way, I would have said. There's also enemy up there as well. I'm assuming I can't climb into there. Now, I'm assuming as well that they're going to try and shoot me down.
Don't let him get away.
There we go. That's what I didn't want to happen. Because obviously that now means we'll get all the way back up. 2 down. Any more for any more? I might actually just switch to crossbow. You're down. And you're down. Right, now we can work our way back up again. We know where we've got to go to get up there. And there's a flag to gain while we're there. There's always going to be enemies going to knock us down. So far, so good. I do like the parkour in Brotherhood. I think the parkour works really well. There's a couple of times it's a little bit annoying, but in general, I think it does do well. Right, up. Round the corner, more men. That's where we lose the health, is them attacking us like that. But yeah, the chain kills are brilliant. Right, 2 flags. Does mean there could be a 3rd, maybe even a 4th. I don't know how many there are in general in these. I'm only guesstimating. Okay. Checkpoint reached. Always good to see that. You've got to carry on chasing the guy. Yeah, reduce distance. I knew that was going to turn up at some point. Constantly looking to see if there's anything to pick up. Climb up. More enemies.
Damn it! Where is he at?
I'm assuming I haven't missed anything, but there's no guarantee. I'm gonna just keep an eye out for the humming. More enemies. Don't fall in the water, is what I'm trying to avoid. They seem to die automatically once they go in the water, actually. There we go. Oh. Okay. We can gain entry, so I'm assuming we're going up. Don't think there's anything else here though, looking at. I can't hear any humming. Didn't hear any on the way, although... So I was just checking to see why that was the way there. Oh, okay, so we could have actually bypassed that. I think that's why that was there. Could have done this instead. There we go. Instead of obviously getting wet. Right, we've got a sword just in case we're ready to fight. It's a little bit empty, which is a worry. There we go.
At hand, assassin. Appease Romulus. Kill him.
How many of these are we going to face in one go? Kill 8. Oh, so that's the issue. It's their knives, the daggers that they throw. This is where we're going to lose health. I think we're doing okay health-wise though. in terms of how many squares lost. I've not healed because I kind of want to keep an eye on how many squares we've lost.
Only Romulus can grant you peace.
Right, I managed to dodge their daggers that time. So far, I've only lost 2 squares during this.
Did you learn all those lies from your Borgia masters?
I speak the truth. It is you who tell the people lies.
Is he actually going to fight us at last?
Give me the code sheet.
All I will give you is death.
Hurry the on him! Get the bastard!
There you go, he's down. Right, is there anything to pick up while we're here? Doesn't look like there is. Oh, there's a flag there. So we need to find a way round to that flag. Could be a dive underwater actually, that one. Yeah. Flag gained. Perfect. So that's 3 flags we've gained in this lair. We did 3 in the previous, I think, as well. So it could be all of them have 3 in. Or they could vary in number, to be honest. Okay. Why is there a jump point over there? Okay, we need to go up there, don't we? That's why that's the way it is. Nothing else to collect nearby. That's a dead end. Right, so we've got to head up and round. So out of these 10 health squares we're allowed to lose, we've lost 2. Right, there's a treasure up there. There we go. That's everything, I think. So then we go to the treasure room. That's another Romulus Lair done. Romulus. And the other collectibles, there's one over here. Perfect. Silver ore. And the number 5 done. So we need one more, and then we can go to the main lair, which we know where it is. We've been there a couple of times without meaning to. And we can get whatever the treasure is behind it. The door is opened. What lies inside has altered my perception and left me shaken. The very pillars of my beliefs toppled. Every event is a link in a chain, forged by something long dead. Or does it still live? I calm myself and venture into the light. The ghost howled inside my head, calling me forward. I've never seen architecture built to such a grand scale, lit by phantom radiance. Something lies at the centre of the chamber, something powerful that I cannot reach. Surely gods must have had a hand in its design, but which gods? A pedestal has emerged from the ground. I consider fleeing this madness, but I know it will draw me back. I rest my palm upon it, and I am blinded, filled by prophecy. I see Rome in flames, and I am driven to action. Okay, so it's like a throne room. Yeah, it's like a pedestal of knowledge, isn't it, by the looks of things? So we need one more to actually finish all the layers off. Trophy achieved, Plumber. So there is. So out of the 16 trophies we still need, that doesn't include the layer one. That does include the layer one, so we can clear those as when we do the layers. I've got an email. I need to quickly make a quick phone call. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to pause it. Hopefully make this quick phone call. And then we will crack on. I've just an email saying I need to ring them urgently, so I've got to deal with it. So give us a couple of minutes. I'll put it in the chat. I don't want to end the stream because we've still got 2 hours, so I'm just going to put it in the chat and then we will crack on. So bear with me a second, just while I make this a quick phone call, and then we'll carry on. Right, that's that done. Don't you find it annoying when you get an email to say you need to bring a surgeon in, we need to talk from your insurance? You ring them, and the guy isn't available to talk. But you rang him as soon as you've got the email. How does that work? So a little bit frustrating on my part. Sorry about that. I've now been told he'll ring me back as and when. So I may have to disappear for a couple minutes on the phone again, hopefully. Not for long. It shouldn't be. Right, what have we got left to do here? So, there's an assassination mission just there, which is our nearest thing to do. Where is the other layer of Romulus then? I'm just trying to work out where... Oh, it's up here, isn't it? So the last layer of Romulus is actually up here. So, what I think is if we cleared these two assassination contracts, that may be it for them. And then after that, I think what we'll do is we'll aim to head over here to the Vaticano district, clear every collectible over here, and then also do the layer of Romulus there. And then that's all of them completed. We can then go and claim the treasure down here. And that'll be another trophy done by doing that one as well. And at the same time, that then means that's another area cleared. And it's kind of my thinking. So 2 assassinations. Oh, there's a third one there. Okay. So we do these first 2, then head to Vaticano district. Kind of my thinking. And then we should... We're making good progress anyway. It's just finishing things off, isn't it? That's the thing. Leonardo is to our left. I think there's still one machine to do. As I say, I want to clear everything before we then work towards the 100% sync on the stuff we've missed. There's a few missions we haven't managed to get 100% sync on. The war machines is probably going to be the hardest, admittedly. But we shall see how they work. Right, so this assassination contract, we've got to go up to go and collect it, I believe. So this is on our level. It'll be here then. There we go. Interact. Let's find out what we need to do for this. So still... Okay, I didn't need to do these, I was just going to do a mission. But they're done at least. Assassin wise, we've got 1 waiting to upgrade, I'm pretty sure. I think we've got 2, 3 possibly waiting to upgrade to Assassin. And then we've got these ones that need more missions. So I press the mission so we get our mission. So the enemy is feeling pressure as we close in. Poor meshes are now delivered by armoured mercenaries. This tactic will not slow us. Ensure the meshes die in their couriers, Niccolo. And we've got to kill both targets in under 60 seconds. This could be an issue. We'll see. Depends where they are. 60 seconds is not long to take out 2 people. Admittedly, we have got the assassins to help. I know that's a bit of a silly jump. But this is where assassins do come in handy. Come on, keep moving. 60 seconds is not long, is it?
Oh no, that one's very convenient.
Sword. There we go. Killed 2 targets. Under 60 seconds. Nicely done. Very quick. I called every assassin I had in. Just to give us that advantage. And that is that assassination done. The assassins are brilliant, especially because quite a lot of them are fully upgraded. That does make a massive difference. I wasn't expecting them to be that quick. But that worked really well. I could have even done an arrow strike, to be honest. That would have actually solved the issue just as much. Okay. Next assassination contract. Go and collect it, and then Vaticano district. And then there'll be one more, and I think that one that's near our hideout is the last Assassination Contract, because that was the pattern we had from doing the Courtesans. Was you went to the building to get more missions, and then once the extra 3 that pop up are done, that's it. So I think this will be the exact same. And then we know they're all done, and then it's just focusing on the other things. Right, I don't need those in a minute. What I need... All the assassins are back. I am heading the right way. I thought for a minute I wasn't, but I am. Streets, so this is why I normally go up high, because the streets are a maze at times. Trying to find your way around things. Right.
Hey, you don't own this place.
So it's here. Let's click the mission. Again, doing these full sync first time will save us time at the very end. So 3 of those are ready to become assassins. But we'll hold off on those in a minute. So the Borgia have unleashed their interrogators. If they cannot find us, they will brutalise the people of Roma until they get answers. Strike with precision or you may be overwhelmed. Do not let your targets call for reinforcements. Okay, this could be an interesting one. Can't let our targets call for reinforcements. I don't know how we stop them calling for reinforcements, but we'll give it a go. Once we work out where the targets actually are. Right, they're in there. Or round there. So it's going to be a call in all the assassins again. If we can't let them call in reinforcements. We still need to get to them first. Okay. I might have to climb up to do this. Why is there still one there? That didn't really work out, did it? He's down. Right, I've got no assassins left. There's still 3 to take out. Part of me wants to wait until the assassins recharge. Or I can do an assassination on 2 and take out the last. But it's a risk. Especially when someone sees us like that. 2 down, straight to weapon. The guard is running for backup. Done. No? I don't know if I've messed this up or not. Full sync, full sync, done. I was worried for a minute when it said the guard was running for backup. I got a little bit worried, but I think we managed it okay. Right. Obviously we can get rid of some of our notoriety. We've got quite a bit of notoriety. It would be worth getting rid of it as soon as we can. I think it says it's up there. Let's get rid of our notoriety, and then we're heading to the island. Vaticano district, and we'll clear everything there, and the Romulus Lairs is next. That's the next plan. So, what first flag is over there? Stay high to get there. We are about to be seen. I'm not worried about being seen. We'll just don't even have to fight him. I'm just going to get away. So, Vaticano district. Obviously, the bridge is an issue. I think the bridge is still a red area. May not be actually, I don't know. Let's have a look. Although we're not really near the bridge, are we? But the flag we're after is in that building there. Is the bridge still a red area? Yes, it is. So we can always find a way across the bridge. I've got no intention of doing that. We can also just hop down and go across this way. I think it's only the bridge that's the red area, though. No, it's more than just the bridge is the red area. Then we'll do that. So this is all restricted area, and we've got to get the flags and all the collectibles here. That wasn't what I wanted to do. To climb on this one, we need to jump across and then go that way. So obviously we're going to need to take some guards out, I think, to get the flags here. We shall see how it works. Just want to go to the platform. I've got to keep checking my emails now. Now I've already tried to ring and left a message. Just in case he does decide to actually reply. We're okay. Okay, we can't actually get up this bit, can we? There's all the spikes. But I think we can keep going round. Yeah, we can't get in there because of the fence. I don't think there was a broken bit of fence, was there? I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss a way in. Not that I can see. Seems a bit weird, isn't it, that you can't get in that way? Obviously the edge of the map is there. There must be a broken bit of fence, surely. Have another look this way. Obviously, I can't get in. Although the only thinking is, obviously you can't get in that way. I have got an idea of how to get in. I think it's a long-winded process though. I think we have to go around the side of that edge there, and obviously there's a bit to stop you climbing over. But that's the only thing I can think of is we need to climb round. Could be completely wrong, and this could be a complete waste of time. But we won't know if we don't try. There's more spikes to stop you going left, so it means you should be able to climb up to that area. There we go. My thinking is there will be a way up in a minute, is what I'm thinking. Okay, there's definitely... Oh, there's a flag. This is the flag we need. It's actually here. So that's definitely a bonus. And then we can highlight the next one up. Right, that's a back jump from there. Nicely done. 94 of 101 done. Next one is actually in the centre there. So we do need to get in. I'm thinking we can probably climb in from there. Is my thinking. I could be completely wrong though. So we can't use this boat to go anywhere. And I'm now right down low. I think we need to use the boat to go back round. My invisible wall is there. So that's probably as far as we can go that way then, I would have said. So, let's go through here. Obviously it's all red, so we've got to be wary of the enemies. Just want to fight our way through one all the time, so rather not. This isn't a restricted area over here though, so we can actually go. I think we can get up here. Wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so we need to go up on top of the parapets over there. Why are we being seen? We're not wanted. Like I say, I could fight my way through. Easily enough, but... Yeah, he's down. Right, let's head up high and see if I can see a way to that tower. So we obviously can't get it from here. But there's obviously a way in. We could fight our way in, admittedly. I'm just trying to avoid that and fight do that. Can't see an easy way up. So we'll quick look over this way.
Most entertaining.
Obviously guards are still spotting us even if we're not wanted. I think we just got to walk through the front door. It's kind of my thinking. Walk through the front door and just pop in and say hello. Right, they're down. In we go. I was going to try and be sneaky, but in the end, sometimes you don't have a choice. Wasn't quite as intended. Right. Okay. So we need to get up. So we want to get across to there, don't we? Okay. So now we need to get over across to there. I'm expecting more resistance. We're just going to have to fight. I think we've got to get all the way on top of there. I think that's where it is. Which means climbing up all the outside of that to get all the way on top. There's a guy coming towards me. How did that bounce off him? There we go. Right, I think we jump across here. Hoping from here we can just go straight up, but that's not the case. There's spikes stopping you doing certain jumps across. So if that's not the case, there's got to be another way up then. There's a guard over there that we're wary of. Come in. He's down. So I think possibly then. Just finding your way around and basically getting to the point of where we can get up. I think it's round the other side. That's my current thinking. Right, all good guards wise. I didn't want to do that. I've dropped a very long way. I may as well save myself. It's down. I think we need to go up somewhere around here. Yeah, my thinking is we need to go up maybe around this area. Well, he fired at me as well. Both got hit. I think he died, I didn't. Should really loot him, to be fair, to actually get somewhere. My bows back. Crossbow bolts. That's what I meant by bows. Do I want to go up? I don't think I do. That was further than I wanted to fall. So I've just seen a rope across here. Look down. Another one going to come towards me. Right, there we go. How did that miss? There we go, it's down. Right, the rope across is here. Just makes me think that's the way across. Just aiming for height, basically. Okay, up here. If I fall now, I'm going to be really annoyed. It's taking us a while to get to this point. There we go. Now, I don't think we can go higher here just yet. No. Just makes me think we're going round. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, I think we need to... I don't think we can jump across that gap. This is what I'm thinking. There we go. It's a tough flag, this one, to try and gain. I can't jump that gap, can I? There's no way I'm going to make that jump. Just makes me wonder. I don't want to go down. I don't think I can make that jump. I don't want to... There we go. When I go down to there. Yeah, I can't make that jump, can I? I don't think. There we go, we made it. We made the jump. I wasn't expecting to make it. We did. Right, can we go up here? I think we can. May have got this. I say may because there's no guarantee. Right, we're heading up. Now, flag is up there. There's a guard on the roof. Not too worried about him.
On him! We waited
down. Right, I think we've got to go up here. I will need to buy new crossbow bolts after this, I'm sure. Right, we're very, very close to getting this one. It's been the hardest one to get so far, I would have said. Right. It's on the top. There we go. Do we just climb up? Yes, we do. Yeah, it's definitely been the hardest one so far. There we go. Gain the flag from the top of the Borgia Tower. That was a tough one to go and get, but we managed it. Right, from here we can actually parachute, to be fair. I've never used the parachute yet, so I don't really understand how it's going to work. But yeah, we've roughly got to go over that kind of area to get the next thing in this district. So it's kind of like the corner of this whole area. As I say, I've not used the parachute, so it's a good time to try. And I think we can actually jump. Alright, we could have used the parachute, but instead there was a nice hay bale there ready for us. Right. I am running out of crossbow bolts very quickly. But it has worked a treat in getting in here. Expecting the other guard to see me in a second. Just deal with him. Plus I kind of want more crossbow bolts, so we can go and loot him at least. Get some back hopefully. There we go. Right, we're heading into this corner for this chest. As I say, there's not much for us to actually get now, but we're just trying to finish off this area. Now, I don't want to just fall down, obviously. I think we've got to try and get across there. Now, it's a long way down, so I don't want to drop. So I'm thinking we've got to climb down and then maybe drop and grab hold of a ledge, maybe. Similar to that. No! Oh, he wouldn't. I kept pressing it to grab a ledge and he wouldn't break his own fall. I was hoping he'd grab a ledge while we were there. Just wouldn't do it. You know, when you do something and you realise it was probably a bad idea. I also don't know how to use a parachute. I've got to kind of work that one out. Right, so where are we? Are you really having to find me right now? Pain in the bottom, people. Right. So we're still here. We're just off. So we need to go back to there for that treasure. The reason we need to clear the treasure is, one, I think it is required for full sync. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it might be. But on top of that, we still need the die for one of the shop quests. Right, we need to get into this castle again. I did walk through the front door last time. And I think we might have to again, unless there's a way up. The treasure is in that corner. I think we may have to walk through the front door, you know. One treasure in there we need to go and get. I think that's it. I've gained everything else from in there by doing the last flag. Smoke bomb. Won't let me escape. There we go. Quickly take these guys out. I caught my horse, I didn't need my horse. And then we just need to head up. We know where we're heading, we just got to get to it. And at least we don't need to get down. I think we're going to be around the same kind of area, height-wise, and I think we'll be okay. Ignore the fact my horse is following me in it. Okay. Now, I think we head up here and to the right. We should be nearly there. If I hadn't made a silly decision to jump, we would have been alright, to be honest. Okay, some of these guards, I don't think are here. No, they are here. I was going to say, we did take out quite a few previously. Should have restocked crossbows, to be honest. I just want to find there's a load of guards there, isn't there? I think this is the way we need to go. So I think it's the far corner. Let's have a look. We're there, we need to go across there, yeah. So let's loot for bolts. We got one. Now, let's guard over there. So I didn't see the other guards there with them actually. So I think we need to go down again here where we were before. We was looking for the flag. Head all the way round, and then from there we should be able to get up. That's my kind of thinking. So much for this important, urgent phone call, considering the guy hasn't rung me back yet. Insurance, a pain in the bottom to deal with, I tell you. Right, I didn't want to fire, I wanted to loot the body, I pressed one button. We've got one bolt left now. We've got three. Okay, so I think we head up over there. I think that's how we get up. That little gap there should get us round. That's my thinking. Okay. Cross this platform, up the ladder. I say it's one treasure we need from here, and then I think this bit's done and we move along into the Vaticano district. Right, we're right on the edge of the map. I'm out of bolts. I had a sword in my hand, it changed from sword to hand combat suddenly. Right, I know it's not available, but we've got the last treasure from this area. Now we can get out of here. And now we need to head out of the Vatican building and head... Why just run round? Just thinking I might as well just run round back the way we came, because we can go back across the bridge and back round. That's the gate there. And that'd be a no, I can't. I was going to see if I can just get round that way. But obviously not. Okay. Oh, he's dead. He's not going to survive that. Okay, so from here we basically just head down the ladders. I know there's guards around. I'm going to try and avoid them. I'm just going to try and walk out the main gate. I also need to pause this for a second. So the sun has now started to beam through the window, and I can't see a single thing that's happening. Let's close the blind for a second so I can actually see. Should be okay. I've been blinded. No, it's not low enough. It means I've got to move to do so. Moving is never good. Okay, that should be okay. I'm hoping. Right, that's better than it was. Load of guards here. We may have to fight everyone.
Hey, stop! Stop!
Oh, nice. I took out how many once over? I took out three at once with the knives. I haven't used the throwing knives in ages because I've had the crossbow. Why have I lost my main weapon? It's a bit weird. I've lost access to my main sword. First time I've had that happen. Weapons. Why is it empty? I need to go back and pick up a main weapon again. If I'm a blacksmith, I would assume. It's a bit weird.
Stop right there!
I could pick up one of their weapons as well, to be honest. Right. That sounded like I bumped into someone where there was no one to bump into. Okay, I don't think I can just walk out the main gate here. I think I have to go up and round.
Get down, or I'll throw that man.
Okay, so to get down, we are nearly there. I'm basically following the way we came in. Well, obviously, falling too far at the same time. Worked out perfectly. Right, cross the bridge, and then...
You not heard the rules, foreigner! Do not get far!
Oh yeah, they're all down. Okay, so they're all done. I've obviously lost my main weapon, so I've got to be a little bit wary. We have got a wanted level as well I'd like to get rid of. I think I've kind of gone the wrong way though for this. So we need one more treasure chest this top right. And then we'll have a look where the others are. Can't believe I've lost my main weapon. It's ridiculous. Right, and I can't pick one up while we're in here either. So I don't think there's no blacksmith around. I can get health. And I probably will get health, to be fair.
I hate it when you brainless contadini act up like this.
I just killed a civilian accidentally. For a knife for a civilian, I was not intending to do that. Okay, let's buy some health. I don't need a heal now. I need a couple of whiles. We're going to end up using just a blade and a little dagger, which I never got bought a new one for. Because I don't use it enough to warrant buying a better one. Okay, so somewhere in this top right corner, there's the treasure chest. And there it is. As I say, we need dye to finish off the shop quest. So I'm assuming it's going to be in one of these chests along the way as well. Okay, so next we want treasure, flag, and then we'll do that together, that. 2 treasures, and then Lair of Romulus. We are an hour and a half left, so I think we've got enough time to do a decent amount. And then we are live with Gentian Impact this evening. Do you know what? I might actually go and kill a guard with a broom. There we go. Pick up the broom.
What exactly prompted
So there's a
that
trophy
outpouring
for
of
killing a
impertinence?
guard with a broom. Can't run now. But if we see a guard, I'm just going to attack him with my broom. Just so we can get the trophy out of the way. There's not many, I think, we can do as we go, so I just wanted to guide the broom and thought, right, while he's there, let's deal with it. I just need to find a guard now, and obviously win the fight. Right, it's guard. Somewhere around here. Please don't be up high. I think he's up high. Don't think I can climb whilst carrying a broom. Annoyingly. So there's a treasure and it's above us. I want a guard and there's no one on my level. I don't have to climb with this. So I thought honestly this was a perfect way of doing this. Can I climb with it? Let's have a look. I can climb it. I didn't think I could. Oh, that's a bonus. Got my broom. There's my treasure. Is there a guy up there?
Down! You shouldn't. What are you down? You shouldn't get down.
There we go. Trophy achieved. Spring cleaning. We can drop the object now. And that is another trophy done towards the platinum. That worked out really well in the end. I thought that'd be a lot harder to kill a guard with a broom, but actually it was fairly simple. Right, we've got to head across here for the flag. And it is on top of this building. There it is. Easily done. We haven't finished all the subtext 13 videos. And I did wonder if one would be here, but not by the looks of it. Okay, so there's something else we have to look at. Treasure. In fact, no, actually, we do both these together. Treasure over here, flag. Treasure, 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 treasure. Romulus. And then maybe this area cleared. We're getting there. Like I say, I definitely think we should be done by the end of the week. It is just a little bit tedious stuff now. And there's no real gauge of how long it's going to take because we still got 100% sink a couple of things that we failed the first time. The tank is going to be the hardest. And it's the actual sinking them isn't the hard side. It's if you mess it up one little mistake, you have to start from the beginning of the mission. There's no carrying on from where you last were. And that's what makes it difficult. A lot more difficult than any of the other platinums the Assassin's Creed games have done so far. There we go. Well, we're going to end up fighting in a minute, I'm sure of it. There's enough people after us. There's my flag.
Don't say. Aha! No mercy for.
Don't shoot on me. Yeah, not too sure why I've lost their main weapon either.
Sorry, I'm losing him. I see him.
Okay. There are no crossbow bolts, but we have got
Go!
those. Send down. Right, there is a treasure here. We were a little bit high for it, I think. So I think it's just in here. There we go. Something else cleared. We're definitely getting there. It's just still takes time. Right, we've got a treasure up there. So next portico. We could even do the Romulus lair and then do the last 2 treasures in this area once the lair's done, because it's kind of backtracking a bit to go and get them. Okay. I can see the treasure.
What brings you to...
Just down here. I think it also means though we may have an issue that because I've lost my main weapon, for some reason it's kind of disappeared on us. I wonder if it means we're not going to have it back to the lair of Romulus. Which could become an issue. We won't know how much of an issue until we actually start the mission. You've got a small dagger, but I don't think I ever bought a new one. I think it's the most basic one. I didn't think I needed to change it. I'm now regretting it. Right. Let's make that jump. So 1 treasure, Romulus, 2 more treasures, and we'll see what time we're on for and where we're at. Just trying to work out if we need to go to the edge or not. What do we do? Jump.
You should not be up here alone. That.
Okay. Treasure is just there, we can see it. Perfect. And then Lair of Romulus. And that's the 6th one. So that's a trophy in itself once we complete it. Obviously we'll aim for full sync if possible. But that'd be a trophy within itself. Plus we can then go and pick up the treasure of Romulus whenever we're ready. But like I say, if we can, we'll full sync it. We've got to look for flags in there, treasures, any collectibles that might be inside it at the same time. And that's what's going to make it a little bit more difficult. And obviously the full sync. And here we go. Let's have a look inside.
Did you see that white knight?
Two drunk guys on the side of the street. Find the shrine. We've got to do it within 8 minutes. So this is one we've got to do quickly. These are ones we normally take 2 attempts. One for the collectibles the first time, second time round straight through. I don't know. Obviously, we'll try not to mess around and we'll try and get it done in one. But obviously, we want the collectibles. We need the flags. And there's also enemies here as well, so it makes this a bit more difficult. 8 minutes seems a long time, but it's actually not.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.
You can see the parkour puzzle we need to solve on the edges. Right. Locate the cardinal. Oh, I've been detected. Desynced. So don't kill the guards, we've got to locate the cardinal. We learn a lesson very quickly. I wasn't expecting us to go down that quickly. Right, try this one again, shall we? So you don't kill the guards.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Ite missa est Deo gratias.
Found him. You're going to enter a group to blend in. That's all well and good. I need a group to come near me. I didn't mean to steal. But tell the Cardinal. Oh, I've been detected. My group stopped moving and it didn't work. Okay, this is going to be a tricky one by the looks of things. And 8 minutes to do this in. This first part itself is tricky. I did just have to think. There's nothing. Oh, there is a treasure here. I'm glad I stopped and checked. Once it's looted, you don't need to go do it if we get killed again or detected again. It won't matter. Okay, let's try this all again, shall we? But yeah, a little bit harder than I was expecting. But then we should have guessed by the area this would be a lot harder.
Amen. Ite missa est Deo gratias.
Right, we're going to tail him. I need a group of people. Oh, I've been detected again. Just can't get into a group and blend in long enough, that's the problem. Let's try again. Right, just to double check the chest is already counted as looted, it does indeed. That's a nice thing about collectibles. You do them and still fail, and they do count. Yeah, this is not currently fun. I'm obviously stuck on one area, and it's the first start of it. I'm guessing based on other ones there are 3 flags to get in total as well, which is going to be a tricky one when it's timed, when I'm struggling so much on one aspect very quickly. Right, we've got him, we've located him, I need a blend. I'm blended. I don't really want to be ahead of him, but I haven't got much choice in this matter, as I'm trying to stay blended in. Right, he's walking towards me, so I'm happy to stay where I am for a minute. Right. Considering we've got to do this in under 8 minutes, it's not a simple mission. And all we're meant to be doing is tailing him, that's it. So I need to keep going to group from group to group. And also not get seen while going group to group. Eight minutes for this is going to be really difficult. I'm assuming I can't go through there. Let's have a look.
I will write the sermons, then leave them for you within the shrine. Make sure you deliver them convincingly, with passion.
The followers will do anything we tell them to, Padron. They believe their God commands them.
Bene. Do you have the key?
Yes, Padron.
May the Lord be with you.
And also with you, Padron.
Okay, now what do we need to do? That's the question. Follow the Cardinal. How the hell am I? I think I can actually interact. I didn't think we'd be able to get through the gate, but we can.
Assassino!
Right, now we've got to chase him then. Remember, we've only got 8 minutes to get this done in as well.
My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, assassino!
There's a treasure below. I've messed up. I didn't see a treasure. While we're here, I might as well grab the treasure. I've already messed up a little bit. I don't mind not doing it in 8 minutes if we're grabbing everything as we go. That's not too big an issue. Right, where do we need to get? I need to go up. Can't go up that way. Well and truly messed this up. I think I need to go back that way. Reduce target. I know we're going to reduce target. Yeah, I truly messed this up, didn't I? I'm probably going to get desynced, I would have said as well. I need to find a way back up there. Okay. Doesn't mean I don't think we're going to get the 8 minutes, but it means we just focus on collecting everything first time round. Why can't I go that way? So yeah, our focus is going to have to be on collecting everything this time round. So I kind of get stuck there. No. So you won't go further around that way. Back jump doesn't work. I'm kind of stuck. I kind of need it to desync me, ideally. Oh no, we've got a way up. We've definitely lost the 8 minutes. Come on. So yeah, we're focused on collectibles. Why did I miss the jump again? That's a difficult jump to get right, that one. It hasn't desynced me yet, so I doubt it will now. In terms of being far away. Be surprised if it does. So yeah, I've missed that jump twice now. I can't move the camera enough to see where I'm trying to get to. That's the problem. Right, we need to head across there. Right, is there anything to pick up here before I disappear out? I think we're heading this way. With my guesstimate. Checkpoint reached. Just making sure there's nothing to pick up. We're slipping. Up, 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 up.
Denied.
That was a very nice one, was it? Close the window on us. Well, let's find another way in, shall we? I'd love to where he's learned his, to know where he's learned his parkour skills from. So far, I've not heard any humming or anything of any collectibles, which is only going to be annoying. We've run out of time.
It seems God is on my side.
I want to finish it because if there is collectibles, we want to try and succeed at them. There we go. I've died. Desynchronized anyway. So I don't know if the timer will start again or I need to restart the whole mission. It depends where it's going to start, so I think the last checkpoint's nearby. We'll finish it. Obviously we need to go back to full sync, that's fine. If it means I don't need to worry about time now, it does make life a lot easier not having to think about time. Like I say, we can grab everything we need to grab on the way. I haven't seen a single flag in here though yet, which is a little bit concerning. Well, I may have just missed them. Or there isn't any. Another checkpoint reached. I'm trying to reduce distance. It's making my path blocked.
What do you want, Assassino?
Did the followers of Romulus work for the Pope's gain?
Of course.
Right, there is something
They
nearby.
are ignorant. We are enlightened. Their savagery will lead the people to the light of the church.
Right, where we... I don't know which way up we go. From here. I can... Oh, it's there. I can hear something as well. There's a collectible somewhere here. I can hear it, I can't see it. It's always annoying when you can't see the collectible. You can hear it. There's a ladder there in case I fall. Hang on a second. Right. Is it below us? No. Okay, the collectible isn't below, so it means it's above. So up the ladder again. Like I say, time is no longer an issue. We'll have to come back and do 100% on time. There's a flag. It's the first one of this one. It's the first I've heard the humming, so we know that's definitely the first one well, I say definitely. No guarantee.
Godspeed!
You have nowhere to run.
What a fool! You wage war against the very instrument that prevents the people from overthrowing order.
Your order is no order at all.
You cannot escape!
And we haven't got a normal weapon. For some reason we've lost it. Couple of low kicks and then we can use assassin blade to take him out. To be fair, I could shoot him. There we go. Cardinal is down.
Requiescat in pace.
And we now have the key he was given. Right. Treasure. So I think to get full sync in under 8 minutes for this isn't that bad, to be honest. Just make sure there's nothing around that I'm going to miss. Because there's something there. Well, I don't think there is anything. I just could see you could climb up there, so it's made me wonder. And there's obviously a platform there as well. But I don't think it actually leads anywhere. It's too big a jump, I would have said. Might try it though. Can't hear any humming, so I'm assuming there's nothing else here. Right. I think that's this one done. So the 8 minutes to get through this for 100% synced. It's possible. I think we gained the collectables ahead of time. You just got to make sure you don't miss a jump. The hardest part is probably to start when you're trying to follow, I would have said. With doing this, we can actually go and get the proper Romulus reward as well. And should be another trophy as well. If not two, I think. One for this lair itself, and one for possibly the treasure. Decoded Romulus letter. For immediate distribution, His Holiness the Pope and the illustrious Captain General Cesare request that you amend the sermon text given to you thus far to include the message from Romulus that the assassins must be attacked. As you've done so effectively before by sending Rome's terrified citizens to their doorstep, now you must do it to rid the city of the assassins. The usual amount of florins will be deposited at the bank for you and the other head priest to pick up. Go with God, Cardinal Francisco de Borgia. And the scroll. Cesare is dead, stabbed 23 times by his own countrymen, many of whom he once considered friends. Dead not for his deeds, but not for fear of what he would have become. My own guilt has devoured me, for Caesar, not Cesare. Caesar resigned himself to his harsh fate only once he met my eyes. Did he see what I had seen, reflected within them? I, Marcus Junius Brutus, have returned to the cavern and the chamber below it. I have left behind my dagger and my armour. Perhaps one day another will be called here for that similar tragic purpose. Perhaps it is you reading this account. Despite my ordeal, I have no answers, but I suspect I will have them soon. For you who would enter the chamber, you must speak aloud. The final piece of scroll is missing. So there's something about speaking aloud when you enter the chamber. Encryption is in progress. We have all 6 of the scrolls. So, amen, another trophy achieved. So, we can now head to where the treasure is kept, I think. I'm going to pick it up. I do need a blacksmith. Just have a main weapon again. We've used a lot of our consumables because we lost our main weapon. There's 2 treasures still to get in this area. So
there he goes again.
Map pieces compile location added to map, and the decoded Romulus letter, which is we've already read that bit. Right. So there is 2 treasures to grab before we try and head out here. One is there. Obviously, we need to go back and get full sync on that, but we can add that to the list of areas we need to go back for full sync. So our first port of call, the 2 treasures, and then we can go and head to this treasure. We're going to have loads of money deposited in the bank now that we can't do anything with, so we can take it out when we need to, but at the minute it's not a rush to get there. So there's Sapphire, and the other treasure is over this way. I didn't mean to land on the lady. I've done that a couple of times now. Jumped off and landed on some random lady. Right, there we go. Another one done. So we need to find a fast travel point, which I don't think there's one in this area. Because we want to head and grab the treasure from Romulus now. So that's the Vaticano district cleared of all collectibles that we know of. And obviously we need a tunnel entrance, basically. That's what we need to get to. So our closest one is probably there. And we do need a blacksmith ideally on the way. But we've got to get out of the Vaticano district really. So we should be able to follow this round. Have we not been to this one? This is a new area, a new thing for database then. Porta Via Daria. I didn't know we hadn't been here. Also known by the names Porta San Petri, Porta di Belvedere, Porta San Pellegrino, Porta Palatina, Porta Aurea, Porta San Pellegrini, and Porta Enough Already is one of the oldest gates in the walls surrounding the Vatican. It opens into Leonine City, or the Borgo, an independent municipality sits at the entrance to the Vatican. Both were enclosed by the Leonine walls in 852 to defend against invaders. Massively apologise for pronunciation. I am rubbish at pronunciation. Once built, the Porta Verdaria became the primary entrance to the Vatican from the north, welcoming the crushing influx of pilgrims each Jubilee that continued to send real estate and hotel prices skyrocketing. The gate was rendered unnecessary in 1563 when the third set of Leonine walls were constructed, enclosing the existing set. Right, obviously we can't go out that way. We kind of need to head to where the water is by the bridge and get across back that way. That's my thinking for getting out of the city. Yeah, it should. We're nearly at a point we can get out of here. The towns are so big, the streets are so narrow, it's difficult to kind of navigate sometimes. No, I don't want to go that way. I'm trying to work out where I'm trying to head to. Right, this is where we can get away, I believe. Right, that's us gone. So now we just need to get to a fast travel point, and then we can probably get to... We should be able to get to the lair of Romulus. Grab the treasure, and I'm hoping that's another trophy. I think since I said we had 16 left, I think we've done 3, maybe 4. So we're definitely on track. There's still bits and pieces to do. That's the big thing. Right, while we're here, we can always head to the bank, grab the money from the bank. Rather we sit there and... We probably won't need it, with 121,000 florins. We definitely don't need it, admittedly, but I'd rather have it on me. Okay, a blacksmith will be helpful. I can see where one is. I could mark it up, to be fair. Should mark it up, made life easy for myself. Blacksmith there, and then we need a fast travel point. Is there one near where we need to go? There's one there, isn't there? So that's the tunnel entrance we need to go towards. I know there's another assassination contract there. I thought it was by our main building, but it's not, is it? Yes, it is. So there's another assassination there, and there's one by our main hideout. Focus is on this treasure, though. For a minute. Right. So right turn here. Next right turn, I believe, up the steps. And blacksmith here. Perfect. So, yeah, for some reason, I've lost my main weapon. And we were using a heavy weapon. I think it was the Stocko. Spada Lunga? Might be the Spada Lunga. I think it was the Stocko. We'll just double check if any other weapon is as good or better. I think that was the best weapon. Yeah, some of the others are better at damage by 1, but you lose everything else, so it's not worth changing. Ammunition, I need everything. Because you never know what kind of missions we still need to do, it's better to have everything. I don't need bullets. That's one thing I don't use is the gun. We didn't really utilise guns in Assassin's Creed 3 either, to be fair. Just it's not something that I like to use. I think it takes too long. I think that's the issue. I should have actually spoke to them and fixed their armour while we're here, to be fair. Sheath the weapon. I'm going to quickly fix their armour. Right. So we need the tunnel entrance. And there's one there. Tunnel entrance. And then from there we can go and get this treasure. We may need to finish up early. I need to go on to the insurance company and deal with their email, but because they're not ringing me back, I'm going to have to fucking hound them instead, so I may have to end early because I'm going to have to deal with it as soon as possible. Right, there we go, fast travel here. Interact. We also need to do Animus training missions as well. That's something we need to do. We need 3 gold medals for trophies, so we might actually have a quick look at that before we finish. I don't know, we'll see how they go. We have attempted some of them before now, they're not easy. We did find that by just giving them a little go last time. But you need 3 gold medals for 1 trophy towards the platinum. So we might finish a little bit early. But then tonight we are Genshin Impact for 2 hours this evening, as we aim to continue that journey. Right, this is where we need to go. This will be the Romulus treasure. I'm just going to remember how we get into the thing. We've been in and out of this place quite a few times, and we didn't really need to be in there. That didn't work out, will it? Okay, so head up. So in that last one, we do need to redo it for the 100% sick. My concern with it is obviously we only gained 1 flag, and I don't know if that's enough. It won't really know until we cleared all the flags off the map. We have all the maps for them, so I'm pretty sure none others will now show up. But I haven't counted. Alright, the maze that this is. I'm not taking a long turn, is it? There's a massive maze underground trying to figure out where you're going to go. May have taken a long turn. I'd say we've been to this bit accidentally several times. There's a left turn here. It's so easy to get lost in this place. Come on, here we are getting lost. Right, we're too high for it now. So we need stairs going down, not up. Well, the stairs going down. We've been down the right hand side. I'm hoping for a left down. Possibly. This isn't how we got to there last time, though, I'm pretty sure. Dead end. The one time we actually want to get to this place, we can't get to it, and yet we've done it accidentally several times. It's ridiculous, isn't it? That's a big circle, isn't it, I think? Yes. Just remember where you've been so you know not to make the same error in terms of where you're heading. Right, that's us out. I'm pretty sure is there more than one entrance. I want to say there is. But there might not be. I say I've been here accidentally a couple of times, but it's when we first realised what it was. I don't think it's that way. I don't quite feel it's this way either. We may just be going around in circles here. So I'm pretty sure it's not this way. I think we found it. Took a little bit of doing, but we have found it. There we go. So we can go around to the doorway around here. We've got all the keys. And we can interact. So weapon unlocked there, it says hideout, dagger of Brutus acquired. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of the armour. So I think we now have to get out of here to head to the hideout, I think. I don't think there's another way out of here, is there? Round. No, there's one way in, one way out. Yeah, not a massive fan of the armour, but we'll wear it because we've just gained it. Okay, we're just going to find our way out, and as I said before, this is really confusing under the ground. I think this is the way out. Yes. Okay, so that is that gain. I was expecting a trophy for gaining the armour. We didn't get it, admittedly. That hideout's there. I was expecting something for the armour, but we didn't. Let's have a look at our armour. So yeah, the greaves of Brutus are what we're wearing, the van braces of Brutus, chest guard, and the pauldrons of Brutus. Weapons wise, we've got a dagger of Brutus now. It's all good. And outfits we can swap back. To be fair, I'd rather go back to our old armour, to be honest. I don't want Altairs. They're all capes though, aren't they? Okay, so I think we're going to have a look at the virtual training, mainly because we need a gold medal in 3 of these for a trophy. So we're going to have a look. I do need to finish a little bit earlier today. So what we'll do, we'll just have a quick look, see if we can get a couple of gold medals. I'll do it for another 10 minutes or so. This we're going to do in under a minute and a half with the hidden blade. Kill 8 targets without being detected. Hidden blade only. And yeah, you've got to do it in a minute and a half. One there. I've been detected. Because I'm running. I've got a minute and a half that I got resetting mission, I got detected. So running is not a good idea because you get detected. To get gold we've got to do this in a minute and a half. They're not easy missions to do. This animus training, not in the time frame. Obviously running isn't helpful. Right, next. There's a guy up there. Okay, this bit I can run to. So I think this is the order you'll do it. Again, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do it in one go. I've messed up massively there. I'm definitely not got enough time to do it in one now. Restart. But yeah, you need 3 gold medals for 1 trophy. And then that's the only one you need to do for these, to be fair. That 1 trophy. I think I've got the right way round it. It's time. So we do this one. Jump across to here. To there. Get down. Right, 2 done in 25 seconds. This is our next order call. Number 3. I need to get behind this guy, you see. I think that's not the right person to go for next. Would be my guess. I think there's probably a better way of doing that. I'm definitely not going to get it in the time frame I need.
The lady.
We got reset anyway. Yeah, I think I messed up after the 3rd. There's obviously another way to go, and I didn't. I was heading the wrong way, I think. So this one I think is correct to be first. There's obviously the pattern will help you do it in a quick time. We had 3 down, or 2 down in 25 seconds. Which I think is correct. So like that, that's 2 down. Definitely this is the 3rd one to deal with. Number 3. That's this next one that confused the hell out of me. And it was where to head. Because that one's he's facing you. That's why I think maybe we need to go this way round. But this is now when I start running out of time. No, I've been seen. Yeah, these aren't as easy as you think. They sound really simple, but actually when you come to do them, they're not that simple. It's like jumping up. There we go. Okay, we're going to exit the virtual training. Yeah, that's where they're going to become difficult. We are going to call it a morning. We're going to end half an hour early, just so I can sort out this stuff I need to sort out with insurance, because they're being a pain. As usual, to be fair, it's no difference to normal, is it, I suppose? Yeah, so we're going to end a little bit early than I was planning to originally, but I've got to sort this out. We've managed to do quite a bit. We've got a couple of trophies done. We've cleared all the missions for the Courtesans. We have nearly done all the assassinations. We need to activate the last Thieves Guild. We've completed the Romulus tombs and Lairs, and we've gained the Romulus armor. But we need to go back and do 3 of them to 100% sync, but then we'll add that to our list of 100% sync. And I'll have a bit more at the trophies. We've also done the trophy for killing a guard with Broom as well, which is always a bonus to clear. So as always, thank you all very much for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. You've all been incredible. We'll be live again this evening for Genshin Impact for a 2-hour stream this evening. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.